Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, a city sacred to three religions. A vibrant human and spiritual center, but also a focus of conflict over thousands of years. The Jerusalem Institute for Israel Studies, JIIS, was founded in 1978 by then Mayor of Jerusalem, Teddy Kollek, the Jerusalem Foundation, and the Hebrew University, as an independent, non-profit, professional and academic research institute, with one of the most reliable and comprehensive databases in the city. JIIS grapples with policy issues, recommends possible solutions to the problems that challenge Jerusalem, and is a professional address for decision makers.
Our mission is to contribute and to influence the policy-making processes in Jerusalem and in Israel. And in order to do so, we produce database, we conduct policy-oriented researches and strategic plans for the benefit of the policy makers.
The JIIS has acquired considerable experience in building a broad-based, diverse and reliable database, a strong planning capability, and the capacity to spark processes of change. The Institute's working approach begins with identifying key policy issues, followed by mapping existing gaps in knowledge and creating reliable databases. The JIIS undertakes multidisciplinary and integrative research, analyzes trends, prepares scenarios, analyzes existing intervention tools, and proposes policy options. The process involves think tanks, official and policy representatives, and stakeholders. The Institute maintains 4 research clusters: Jerusalem, Growth and Innovation Policy, Environmental Policy, and Conflict Management and Resolution. Through these clusters, the JIIS outlines the measures that need to be taken to promote Jerusalem's development and prosperity and to enhance its resilience. The Jerusalem Center initiates various projects in the different spheres relating to the city and carries out evaluation and planning studies on diverse themes, collecting and examining statistical data on Jerusalem relating to migration, education, employment, culture, tourism, construction, and the economy. The renewal of the city center, relations between different population groups in the city, the Jerusalem metropolis, urban and regional planning, conflict resolution, and proposing possible geopolitical arrangements for the city.
We provide reliable, credible, and objective statistics and data and information on many aspects of life in Jerusalem and the localities around it.
As a journalist, I don't think I would be able to do my job properly without this specific tool, and this precious tool, in fact, that this institution is giving me as a journalist and all my other colleagues.
The Conflict Management and Resolution Center examines and proposes alternatives towards resolving the Israeli-Palestinian conflict generally and specifically in Jerusalem. The center has been involved in the following research areas in Jerusalem: examining alternative political arrangements for managing the city, studying the impact of imposing unilateral strategies, such as the separation barrier and disengaging from neighborhoods. The center is also formulating proposals for managing the city's holy places and is clarifying how the religious positions in Judaism and Islam could impact potential solutions.
In the issue of Jerusalem and the peace process, we deal with the following issues. The first issue is how to stabilize the situation in Jerusalem. The second is final arrangements for Jerusalem, and the third one, interim agreements for Jerusalem.
The Environmental Policy Center was established about 10 years ago, and it is at the interface between policymakers and science. There are environmental risks that will not disappear, and we cannot remove them completely. So the question is, how do you manage the risk?
The goal of the Environmental Policy Center is to improve the quality of public management concerning the environment by augmenting and enriching the information base used for setting environmental policy, examining the efficiency and effectiveness of intervention tools, and raising environmental issues on the public agenda. The center's achievements include developing criteria for environmental management and sustainable development in Israel, recommendations for developing environmental innovation in industry, an examination of water needs in Israel and its neighbors, recommendations for rehabilitating polluted land, a policy document for the Dead Sea Basin, preparing a national outline plan and a policy paper to address the collapse of the cliffs along Israel's coast, which was later adopted in a government decision and is presently undergoing legislation. The Growth and Innovation Policy Center carries out evaluational studies for intervention and initiates their implementation. Among the studies conducted by the center, the staff looked into the field of biotechnology in Jerusalem. This study led to a government decision to establish a special biotechnology incubator and industrial park. The center also helped establish Project Mechadshim, the Jerusalem Regional Innovation Strategy, jiis, which aims to locate and develop engines for growth in Jerusalem. The project subsequently established a government fund to support members of the ultra-Orthodox community seeking to acquire higher education, as well as the Academic City Project, in cooperation with the Jerusalem Development Authority.
We're basically saying to students, Jerusalem is an entire package. You're not just coming to study at the Hebrew University or at Bezalel. You're coming to a city, and the city is open to you, and it's welcoming to you, and it wants you as a student.
The Jerusalem Institute for Israel Studies offers a professional address for decision makers and stakeholders in a wide range of issues, with an emphasis on the city of Jerusalem. The Institute holds roundtable sessions, seminars, and conferences, and cooperates with other research institutes and professional bodies. Over the years, the JIIS has developed the most comprehensive and reliable database relating to Jerusalem, and has published some 400 studies. Its publications include the Jerusalem Statistical Yearbook, a vital tool for policymakers. The Institute's policy recommendations and its planning proposals are based on studies that help government officials at various levels who shape policy and make decisions, along with other researchers, the third sector, and the general public. JIIS publications enrich thinking and planning processes and influence decision-making and policy formulation in Israel on a variety of research spheres.